Shalom Aleichem. Here we have some learning on the Sefer Orchos Tzaddikim. Orchos Tzaddikim, that's the way of the righteous, the way of the Tzaddikim. So this is Shar Hazarizus. Shar Hazarizus, the gate of enthusiasm. We should be enthusiastic to do the will of Hashem, to do all the things that are needed. Let's take a look at what he says in the Sefer right now. Midas Hazarizus he tachshit lechol hamidos. The midah, the characteristic of zrizus, of enthusiasm, he tachshit lechol hamidos is tachshit is it's very important for all of the midos. We'll have to find out what that is. B'ezras Hashem. Tachshit l'chol hamidos. But anyway, it's like it's the embellishment for all of the midos to be zrizus, to be enthusiastic. V'hi mitzakenes kulon, and it fixes all of them. V'yato, and now yesh lahazkir lecha devarim, and now hagim tamid. Yeah, we have to remember the Hazkir Lecha, to remember to mention to you the Varim HaNohagim Tamid, things that are Nohagim that we have to deal with. It's a minhag, it's a chomed that we do all the time. V'derech b'nei adam lehitatzel b'hem. In other words, they're mitzvos that we have to do all of the time. And v'derech b'nei adam lehitatzel b'hem. And it's the way of people to be lax on them. So here, if you have to see something, anything in a Sefer, you should be enthusiastic to bring the Sefer. And sometimes people take a Sefer with them all the time. In other words, if they're going on a trip, they take a Sefer, and this way they can look into the Sefer and to see what it says in the Sefer and to know what to do, to know. Say, Zaris l'havi ha-Sefer. You should be enthusiastic to bring the Sefer, to bring the book, the Sefer. Begam tehei Zaris l'chapes ho-inyon shetachpots. And also you should be enthusiastic, the chapes or Indian, to go and seek out the Indian, in other words, you have something that there's a shaila, a question about, so we should be mezaris, should be very enthusiastic to seek out the Indian, the topic that the shetachbos that you want to look at. And you should be very enthusiastic, Leilech, to go Velisha Old Esmisha Yodea Hadavar, to go to ask the question, a shaila of somebody that knows the Hadavar, the thing. This is Archos Tzaddikim, Shar Hazarizus, the gate of enthusiasm. So Shezbetia Zaris Leilech Velisha Old Esmish Yodea, somebody that knows Hadavar. If a poor person comes to your house to ask for lechem, for bread, or for food, don't say to him, I am not able to go out and to bring the bread. But you should go Hazarizus with enthusiasm, lahavi, to bring it for somebody that doesn't have what to eat. If it's time to wash your hands for bread, for a su'udah, or you want to eat something, and it's time to wash your hands. When we eat bread, we have to wash our hands. It's called netilas yadayim. So if the time comes to to wash your hands. V'yesh lecha mayim muatim. You have only a little bit of water. O ma'usim, or the water is not nice. It's in a bad way. It's dirty. O imakli eno kosher kol kach. Or if the kli, the keli, that's the utensil, the washing cup, is not so kosher, kol kach, kigon, for instance, yesh bo sedek, if it has a crack in it, so it's a shayla whether it's kosher, whether it can be used for netilas yodayim. Yet the ro'ev le'echol, and you are very, very hungry to eat, you're very hungry. Al tabiyacha ta'abasacha lehakel benatila. You shouldn't let your desire to eat to relax in the natila, in the washing of the hands. Ella has dareis lahabi mayim uchli haroi lenatila. But you should be enthusiastic and lahabi mayim, to bring water if it's possible. Uchli, and a keli, a utensil like a washing cup, a ra'ui, which is fitting the natila, for the natila, the washing. V'tzarich zarizus b'yoter shelo yishoher nikavav. V'tzarich zarizus b'yoter shelo yishoher nikavav. Gedolim v'ketanim. And also you have to be very enthusiastic. In other words, we have to take care of it. B'yoter shelo yishoher nikavav. That one shouldn't, when one has to use the facilities, one has to go to the bathroom, for gedolim v'ketanim, one has to use the bathroom. One shouldn't put it off for a long time from now. One should do it right away. Afila rega echad, even one minute, one moment. Shelo ya'avor al v'yikrechav chafei lo tishaktu. When one has to use the bathroom, whichever way, one shouldn't put it off even one moment. Because one does not want to be over on the mitzvah of Vayikra Chafei Lo Tishaketzu. One shouldn't become unseemly. One shouldn't be disgusting. Because in other words, when one has to use the bathroom, it's one has to go and do it right away. Don't just hold it in. It's a mitzvah to keep yourself clean at all times with Hashem's help. Lo tishaktu. Makos Tes Zayin Amud Beis. That's in the Talmud. Makos Tes Zayin. That's 16 Amud Beis. Amud Beis, the second part, the second page. Gam hamashoyin nekavav, maybe olav chaloyim gedolim. Also, somebody that delays going to the bathroom, maybe olav chaloyim gedolim. Maybe olav chaloyim gedolim brings upon himself serious sicknesses, God forbid. Because it's very important that when one has to go to the bathroom, do it right away. Bechoros Mem Dalet Amud Beis. This is in the Talmud. Bechoros Mem Dalet 44. In Bechoros Mem Dalet 44 Amud Beis, the second Amud. B'tzarich Zahiros Hazarizus Lishmor Atzmo B'Nikius. One has to be Zahiros. Zahir is you have to be careful. Hazarizus, and also enthusiasm. Lishmar Atzmo, to watch oneself, benekios, to be clean, to keep oneself clean. Sheyu begodav nekiyim begufo noki, that his sheyu begodav nekiyim, that his clothing should be clean, very clean and neat. Begufo noki, and his body should be noki, clean also. In other words, we're the Yidden, we have to show that we are clean and neat, and to do a Kiddush Hashem. L'Orchos Piyat Habas, Achar She'osu Tzarachav. In other words, to do all the things one has to do, to be clean, to eat after the Kaneach Yafir B'li Mayim. It's impossible to clean oneself completely without water. One has to use water. Gam tzarich Hazarizus, the Ose, Karacha B'layla, one has to be Hazarizus, enthusiastic to do to do one's needs at night. Al mitaso shiyokum v'yitol yodav v'yelech b'makom naki l'varich asher yotzer. Shiyokum, he should get up. V'yitol yodav, that after he uses the facilities. Shiyokum, he should get up. V'yitol yodav, and wash his hands. That's netilas yadayim. V'yitol yodav, wash his hands. V'yelech b'makom naki, he should go to a clean place. L'varich asher yotzar, to make the bracha asher yotzar. Imrod lishtos yayim yakum v'yitol yodav. If he wants to drink some water, yakum, he should get up. V'yitol yodav, he should, after one is sleeping or one is lying down for a long time, he has to lishtos yayim. He wants to then get up to drink some water. Yakum, he has to get up. V'yitol yodav, he has to go and clean his hands. In other words, use a keli to pour water over his hands, both of his hands, at least 3 times. V'yelech le'makom naki v'yitol v'yivarich al hamayim techila v'sof. V'yelech, and he should go le'makom naki, to a place where it's very clean. When one is making a bracha, one has to do it in a clean place. V'yitol, and do the netilas yadayim with the cup, and pour water on his hands. V'yivarich al hamayim techila v'sof, and he should go and make a bracha on the water, techila, in the beginning of before he drinks the water, v'sof, and also after. He should make a bracha of bari nefashos. Im hu al mitaso v'shomea kol ra'am or roe barakim. If he's on his bed, v'shomea kol ra'am, he hears a very loud voice, a loud noise. Oh, roe barakim, or he sees barakim is lightning. Ya'amod v'yitol yadav v'yivarich. He should ya'amod. He should stand up. Omad, that's the Amod, he should stand up. V'yitol yadav, he should go and wash his hands, v'yivarech, and he should make a bracha. That's osim asa bereshis. Gam tzarich zrizus lakum mimitaso u'leha'avir tenuma me'afapov u'lahashkim lulmod Torah. He also has to be very Rightious, he has to be very enthusiastic, lakum mimitaso, to get up from his bed, ulaha'avir tenuma me'afapoi, to wash away the sleep from his brows, from his eyes, ulahashkim lilmod Torah, to get up to learn Torah. That's an important thing, to get up early, lilmod Torah, to learn the Torah. V'tzarich Hazarizus, and he needs Hazarizus, enthusiasm, lifros, mimachshavos hagiruvos, kigon hakino v'yasino v'yirhorei nashim. And also one has to be very enthusiastic. V'tzarich Hazarizus, lifros, mimachshavos hagiruvos, to separate himself, his machshavos, from the bad, the worst kind of machshavos, of thought. Kigon hakino, that's kino is envy, v'yasino is hatred, v'yirhorei nashim, thoughts about women. Kol eila tzarichim zarizus gedola b'yoter. All of this needs Zrizus Gedola. It needs a lot of enthusiasm. One has to be on it and make sure to do it the right way. All of this needs very great enthusiasm. Lahatos kol hamachashavos achar ritzon haibore yisbarach. Lahatos kol hamachashavos to lahatos to turn. Kol hamachashavos to turn all of his thoughts achar ritzon haibore yisbarach, after the will of the Creator, blessed be He. Im yavo lo shum Shar v'ibod mamono obamisa sohavo o yisurim. If some Shar should come to him, some sorrow should come to him, v'ibod mamono, let's say a loss of money, o v'misa sohavo, or with the loss of a beloved one, God forbid, o yisurim, or he has pains or sorrows, other kind of sorrow. Sharich, Hazarizus, Ma'od, La'agbir, Machshavosov, Li'ahavos, Sur Olamim. One has to go, need a lot of enthusiasm. One needs Rightious to do it. Enthusiasm might not be the right word. It might be Hazarizus, is to do it, what one has to do with a lot of enthusiasm. One has to do it really. And Ma'od Lahagbir Machshavosov, to make his thoughts strengthened, Liahavas Sur Olamim, for the love of the rock of ages, in other words, Hashem. One has to go and turn one's thoughts to love of Hashem. The Vatel Hatzar Milibo, to take away the tsar from his heart. Lihios Libo Zach, that his heart should be pure. Lahatzdik Okel Yisbarach Medinov, in other words, to say that what Hashem does this is what Hashem thought should be done. And he has to be Lahatzdik Okel Yisbarach Medinov. He has to say it's tzedek. The judgment is what has to be done. Lahatzdik Okel Yisbarach Medinov, to say that whatever Hashem gives him is the right way. Uve mishpatav, his judgments are correct. This is what one has to be enthusiastic to do. The kabel mi'ahava, to accept with love. Lehidabek b'torah over tefillah, or lehidabek b'torah over tefillah. One should go and attach oneself to Torah, b'torah, the Torah of Hashem, b'tefillah, to tefillah to Hashem, over ma'asim tovim, and with good deeds, ulechazek b'kavonaso l'keil elyon, and to go and be very strengthened with his kavanah to Hashem. So in other words, the kabel mi'ahava, one should accept with love. L'hidabek b'torah, this is important. L'hidabek b'torah, we have to be enthusiastic. L'hidabek b'torah, the dabek is to attach ourselves to Torah, u'b'tefillah, to tefillah, that's davening to Hashem, u'v'ma'asim tovim, and to good deeds for other people, u'lehitchazek b'kavonaso l'keil elyon, u'lehitchazek b'kavonaso, and to go and to strengthen one's kavanah, l'keil elyon, to Hashem. Okay, so we can stop here for the moment. This is Shar Hazarizus. This is Sefer Orchos Tzaddikim. Orchos Tzaddikim, the way of the righteous, of the Tzaddikim, and Shar Hazarizus, the gate of Hazarizus, of being enthusiasm. Shar Tzaddikim Shalem. And this is very readily available in English, and we can all be learning from this to help us out to do the will of Hashem. Yeshikayach, Kol Tov. So this is Sefer Orchos Tzaddikim, Shar Hazarizus. Kol Tov, Yeshikayach.